What's up, everyone? It's the Prop Queen mini pod today, and joining me on this wonderful Monday, as he always does, is Moon Major Matt. We've got Monday Night Football ahead of us because we've got the Giants and the Patriots going head to head. First, the story of the weekend. It was all of the Rams. They're amazing. They're the best team in the NFL, Matt. You're an Eagles fan. You just watched the Rams get upset by the Carolina Panthers over the weekend. The Chicago Bears, now the NFC's number one seed. The books aren't buying it, though. The Bears, 12th in the odds to win a Super Bowl. Thoughts on the NFC after the weekend?
So, well, before the game, I believe before the Eagles game, the Bears had a negative point differential, and not only that, they had won a lot of games at the last second. I feel like it's kind of fool's gold a little bit. It almost feels like, what was it? Wasn't there a Mariners team like 2 years ago who had an ungodly one-run record? In baseball, and then they went to the postseason and it didn't work out for them. Like, I feel like them and the Broncos, play all these one-score games and they pull things out, and then I just don't know if I can believe them in the postseason. The problem is, as you said, like, who can we believe in? I mean, I still like the Rams. I still think the Rams are really good as long as Stafford's healthy. I think they just had a really bad game. No one goes undefeated anymore, but like, it is pretty wide open. Like, no one's talking about Seattle either, and that's because I don't think people believe in Sam Darnold. So, like, I think it's going to be a wild race in the NFC, that's for sure.
The NFC odds are kind of crazy. Obviously, the book isn't going to move so much on just one game. Looking at FanDuel right now, NFL going over to the NFC. The Rams plus 245, Seattle plus 470, Green Bay 5-1, your Eagles 5-1, hard to repeat. Then there's a huge drop off to the Niners at 12-1 and the Lions at 12-1. Then there's the Bears at 13-1. A lot of injuries also throughout the league this week. We could get to those another day and see how things just transpired throughout the week, like Justin Herbert in the AFC probably having to undergo surgery. So it feels like with all the injuries to the Chargers in the AFC, it feels like now the Broncos, who are the favorites at plus 450, it's their conference to lose.
Well, I mean, I think we're discounting the Bills. I think the Bills are a team that plays down to their competition, but also plays up to their competition. Josh Allen is so good that he
He did
can
not
win.
look great last night, though, against
He
Pittsburgh.
He didn't, but like, Pittsburgh's defense at times shows up, and it's a tough place to play, and it's cold. And I know he plays in the cold, but like, we've seen performances that weren't necessarily the best when it comes to the cold. So like, I'm not going to sit here and be like, well, I don't believe in the Bills anymore. So like, I feel like this is the time to maybe put something down on the Bills, or maybe even the Lions too. Like, I know the Lions are going to have to go outdoors, and I know the Lions are a different team outdoors, but like, there's still some injuries that they could get back some players and play a little bit better. And I feel like you're discounting these two teams because they're just not being talked about right now.
The AFC has the Broncos plus 450, the Patriots plus 480, Bills plus 480, Ravens 7-1, Colts plus 710, and the Chiefs at plus 880.